Radio Meets TV is back with a fresh episode, man, and we're doing what we do best, recapping on some of the most incredible moments that we've seen in radio in the past week, so you should definitely catch up with us. We're talking everything from Clement Manyatela catching up with Adele on stage in Munich, Germany for his birthday. We're talking Keith Sweat getting the key to the city, which is Harlem, and we're also talking sisterhood sessions on Hot FM. All of that and more on Radio Meets TV. Subscribe to the channel Finally Famous TV on YouTube and on Spotify for your listening pleasure. We're also available on Finally Famous Entertainment. I'm Clarissa Mfeka, your host. Welcome to Radio Meets TV. I'm Clarissa Mfeka, your host. Radio Meets TV is all about celebrating radio. We recap some of the freshest radio moments that we've seen throughout the week, and from time to time sit down with some of your favorite radio personalities. Thank you so much for tuning in. Definitely subscribe to the channel so that you also get notifications for when a new episode is uploaded, and also follow us across all social media platforms, Finally Famous SA, Finally Famous Entertainment on Spotify for your listening pleasure. It has been a very, very eventful weekend, a long weekend at that, celebrating Women's Day, the Olympics, Miss SA, Miss Mia LaRue, newly crowned. And as all of that was happening, we also woke up to the sad news on Monday morning of the passing of radio legend and founder of the Crown Gospel Awards, mentor, life coach, that is Mrs. Zanele Mbokazi.
Aksione yakho lempi, the battle is not yours, the battle is the Lord's. Ntokazi yaphesheya leyo Yolanda Adams esikhumbuza namhlanje ekseni ukuthi ye ungakhohlwa, ungazama ukuyilwela, ungazama ukuyiphiniselela. Lempi akusiyone yakho, ngisho ngabe kuthiwa yini lo bhekene nayo wena, khumbula nje ukuthi akusiyone yakho lempi.
She was born and raised in Durban, KZN, and spent most of her life in the province. Mbokazi has a BA in English and Politics from the University of Natal, a BA Honours in Media and Communications from the University of Natal, and a PR diploma from Damlin. The gospel icon was diagnosed with lung cancer, and her husband and the station's manager of Ukhozi FM's Wongi Ngobo announced the news on Ukhozi FM's Breakfast Show in May after her absence from the airwaves. She has worked with the biggest radio station in South Africa, Ukhozi FM, from 1995 to 1999, and again from 2023 until her cancer diagnosis. The radio station hosted a memorial service to commemorate the broadcaster's life. Zanele Mbokazi was not merely a presenter, but a beacon of hope and inspiration in the broadcasting industry.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. I shall not lack. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of darkness, I will fear no evil. I will never be afraid, because I know I am never alone. I am the herd, and I'm not the tail. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. I am not afraid. I am not scared. It is hard at times, but I know that you are with me, and I am more than a conqueror, because you and I are a majority. I am blessed. Look at me. I am blessed.
A great loss to the radio industry, and sending our condolences to her family and her loved ones. Now let's kick off with our recaps for the week. Let's kick it off with a breakaway 9 to 12 on Metro FM with Kudzo.
Why do women struggle to be with men who earn or have less money than them? Now my guest is smiling. You heard that laugh, right? Handing over the mic to our special guest in studio. Please help me welcome marketing strategist, speaker, social commentator who embodies the audacity to challenge norms, the courage to speak her truth, and the brilliance to inspire those around her, including myself. Lebulai, good morning.
When you do your research, you'll find that in South Africa, the gender pay gap, so how much more men get paid than women, in 2008, women were getting paid 89 cents for every rand that a man gets paid. But in 2021, women were getting paid 78 cents for every rand that a man is getting paid. Jeez. So actually, studies are showing that there's a decline in this women empowerment that we talk about, in men and women being equal to one another. So are women really getting paid more than men? Can we use that as the status quo? Or is that just a reflection of a very small group of women make decisions? So women don't have as much power as we're making it out to see. Sure. And I think that there's a conversation happening in pop culture that's not necessarily a reflection of what's really happening in boardrooms and in offices. And people are mistaking the fact that women are becoming more liberated. And unlike in the past where you had to be married to get a job and to open a bank account, now you can do it without a husband. You don't have to be married to have a bank account. Sure. And I think people are mistaking that progression of women being able to become independent as women becoming wealthy.
That was Breakaway with Kutso on Metro FM 9 to 12 weekdays. Sit down with Lebo Leon, talking generals, talking gender pay gap, and every other thing that you're faced with as a woman who's trying to make it, who's trying to survive, who's just trying to do her thing, all right? Moving along to Hard FM with Sugar on the Drive 3 to 6, sitting down with Julia Stewart.
Sugar Sisterhood Sessions. What a use of alliteration. But what an incredible way to celebrate women as well, because we aren't really encouraged to celebrate each other.
You know, the other day Julia was here, and just in passing as she was walking out the door, she says, oh no, you know, I grew up in Mitchell's Plain. And I think people don't know, I don't know enough of your backstory. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, child of the Cape Flats, man. My granny lived in Hanover Park. We lived there as well for a time. I really was not good academically. I think I started out well, but school just wasn't for me. I was focused on all the performing arts, which I suppose has helped my career as a broadcaster. But I was terrible at school. And then suddenly when I got to university and I was studying things like analyzing media or film, I made Dean's List in my first semester.
Wow.
That was Julia Stewart sitting down with Sugar on Sisterhood Sessions on Hard FM on the Drive 3 to 6, talking about her journey as a South African, internationally, as a sports presenter, a sports journalist, is currently on Sky Sports as well. So you can definitely check out more of that conversation on the Hard FM app. Let's move away to Sway in the morning. He's sitting down with Keith Sweat and talking about getting the key to the city and a whole lot of other things.
You're getting the key to the city.
Right.
Come on, you just said right like that ain't nothing. Keith. Come on, man.
So I never got a Grammy, never got a BET award, never got none of those.
Soul Train, nothing?
Well,
Crazy.
Paxton Baker gave me the Soul Train when he gave me my Lifetime Achievement Award. But what happened is, which made me feel like I didn't want to play the politics on that. Like the first time I ever got nominated was on that first album, Make It Last Forever. Yo, you nominated for the Best Album of the Year award. Like, I knew I was going to get it because there was no other album that could touch that album. When, you know, I'm keeping it 100.
Yeah,
when
it was revolutionary, the whole sound and everything, right?
You know, every song on the album was a hit. They played it on the radio, every song. Make It Last, How Deep, boom, you know, every song, right? So I'm sitting up there, Best R&B Album of the Year. I'm almost halfway out my seat.
Yeah, foot in the aisle. You had your foot in the aisle.
Oh, man. George Michael's.
Oh, I remember that year.
Best R&B album of the year. George Michael's. Oh. I said, hold up, man. I sat back down and slumped in my chair like this.
Wow.
So after that, I was like numb by the whole
award ceremony
because now I'm feeling like there was nobody that didn't have to Make It Last Forever cassette, whatever you want. Nobody. That record was being played around the country, around the world. You know, really go overseas. They had it, whatever. So there was no album that to me that was bigger than that album. So after they took it from me, then it was like I was kind of numb to the whole award thing. You know what I'm saying? And the sad part about it, my first real award I ever got was from the American Music Award for the best R&B album of the year. American Music gave me the award before any of the BET, Soul Train, anybody. So receiving something like the Key to the City, I feel like I earned that.
That was Sway in the morning on Shade 45, sitting down with Keith Sweat. I was absolutely surprised and shocked. I just never realized that Keith Sweat has never really won like a major R&B award, either for his best album, his best body of work ever, which I was puzzled. What? That is insane. He gave us so many hits. Moving along to Breakfast Club on Power 105, Drake released some content, lots of content.
Yesterday, Drake released some new music and created a Finsta page. Now, he released 100 gigs of music. Now, this was also 3 songs. As we bring in OVO Eli in here, what's your thoughts on it?
I love it, man. I mean, it was great. Plot twist. There's a lot to unpack.
When have you not loved Drake music?
Let this man talk.
When the last time you didn't like something?
Listen, Drake's doing what he does best, and that's being great, doing right, and killing everything. But like I said, there's a lot to unpack, no pun intended, 100 gigs on your head top.
Did you know this was coming?
There's a lot to unpack, no pun intended. What did that mean?
Because it's an archive of a bunch of folders, so a lot to unpack. But
I thought you meant like Fudge Packer, because that's how you sound right now, but continue.
But no, I think it's great, aside from Party Next Door and Drake announcing their collab album on the way, which we already know is going to be a classic.
So now with the music that he put out, are you into the songs, or how are the songs sounding? I didn't get a chance to dive into it.
He got 3 songs, one with Young Thug, 21 Savage. He got,
that record is cool.
Green, you like that one?
The record with 20, I didn't say I like it, I said it's cool. The record with 21 and Thug is cool.
What about Housekeeping Knows with Lotto?
I texted you yesterday. What did I tell you yesterday? I forgot what I said.
You said you only like that other one, but I wasn't sure if you gave the other 2 a listen, like a good thorough listen.
I said swing and a miss. That's what I said to you.
So you like it. So you support it full of it, and you like this project because people are saying Drake should just shut up, go away for a little bit, and then come back later.
Right,
but you think Drake's in his zone? You think
he can't take a break? He said it in for All the Dogs Deluxe trailer. He said that like he's
you
just
got Canadian testicles in your cheeks right now, bro.
Go ahead, man. I'm listening. So you're 100% supportive. You listen to the project, and it's a dope project.
Yeah, the 3 songs is great. Whether they're Lucy's in the archive, I'm pretty sure he has plenty of music we haven't heard.
That's the issue, right? Drake just doing stuff. There's no direction to it. He's trying to make it look organic, like it's nothing, like it's effortless. But this is clearly a rollout. He's putting his toe in the water. He wants to see how people feel about him. Drake, you're fine, okay? Today you are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you, Drake. Okay?
That was Breakfast Club on Power 105 with the team chatting to their producer about, all the noise around Drake recently released that 100 gigs of content. There was a song, there was music in there. Also, his announcement of a collaborative album or body of work with Party Next Door. We cannot wait to see what that is all about. Moving along to KFM, man. It's been a season for winning. We're talking about the Springboks doing what they do. South Africa at the Olympics. Mia Leroux, the new Miss South Africa. So much is happening, so many wins.
Petrol's down 15 cents.
Yay.
Chops are coming down. Lamb chops are going down.
Let's fry. Hey, the Springboks are back this weekend. Let's fry.
Woo. Wait for Nico. Yay! He's in the final, right?
He's in the semi-finals. 200 meters though.
Yay! Everybody, all together now. Yay! Hey, we don't have big wins, we have micro wins.
Yes.
Ben Simpson.
Hey, we got one train working. Yay! It's blue and it's shiny. Choo choo, choo choo.
Not choo choo, Darren.
That was KFM Mornings with Darren, Charlene, and Sibs. Talking about small wins, man, and still keeping with that. Another thing that we can also consider a win that happened was Clement getting on stage with Adele at Munich in Germany for his birthday. Oh my goodness. Clement Manyatel is up next, sitting down with Lekao talking about drip.
What's your dream about drip? The dream is to take drip global. And when we sat down, we said we don't want the dream to only just end here. So the strategy is to actually build a global brand, that comes from Africa and then that inspires, other people. So the dream is to take it global. And in terms of diversifying your investments, are you going into other sectors? Yeah, are absolutely. You focusing on fashion?
Yeah, we do have other investments on the sides. Yeah,
that's great. Yeah. Okay, Unati in Centurion. Good morning.
Good morning, Clement. Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity for us to actually listen to the real stories. And I want to say to him, congratulations to the gentleman. And our struggle as young people of this country is different from that of our forebears. And I think it's about making sure that we participate in this economy because we deserve to, and not through dirty deals, but starting up with ideas that are selling. And this gentleman has proven, and I hope many, many young people, many young South Africans, in particular black, they can see that if you have a vision and you have a dream, it can come true. And he is a true demonstration of that. And big ups to him.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thanks for calling. Unati Robert in Lenasia. Hi.
Yes, Clement, how are you, man?
Sharp. How's it?
Absolutely great, man. Listen, man, heads up for your guest there, my brother. We need a lot of young stars like him coming up, man. I think the work environment doesn't cut it for the youth anymore, man. Going out there and studying, go look for a job doesn't really cut it, my brother. I think the most important thing is really to do something like what he's done, man. It's encouraging, my brother. Just do the work and stick out, man, especially where you come from, where you started other businesses that failed, my brother. But you continued and, you continued and marched forward, my brother. All I say, big up.
Thank you so much.
My brother. God bless you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the call, Robert.
The Clement Manyetela Show on 702 weekdays, 9 a.m. to midday. He had a very interesting birthday. When I saw him walking on stage and Adele calling them on stage, I wanted to cry. I was so jealous. What? How do you even get a birthday like that? That is absolutely insane. He keeps doing it, man. Shout out to Clement. And also sitting down with Lekau, talking about the future of Jopo, or at least what he still wants or envisions for the brand. Also remember that Lekau has also been quite topical in the past couple of weeks with his wife in separation or trying to divorce. She's come out and had a lot of things to say, but he seems to still be focused on his dream of making Drip a really, really big brand to be reckoned with. Let's move along to Capital FM in Kenya.
Who are you?
So the person that you are dealing with today is Dr. Andrew Guru.
Who said that last part very clearly?
Dr. Andrew Guru.
Yeah.
Dr. Andrew Guru, G-U-U-R-U. I'm the Kikuyu Guru.
Hey!
Yeah. I have master's degree in development studies and a honorary doctorate in leadership.
Let's talk about the event that's happening on Saturday, the 10th of July at the University of Nairobi. What is it that we can expect? What is the experience going to be like?
The event that is going to happen on 10th of August is proud of my culture. That's the topic of this event. This will be an amazing event that is meant to bring together people of all walks of life to experience not just manner racing, but great people performing there. So I'm thrilled to invite you to an unforgettable day of music and dance. So everybody who would want to enjoy a proper dance. So it's not just going to be a manner racing event.
Yeah.
It's going to be an event where we are going to enjoy each other's culture through performance. It's going to be like a cultural center where you get to run a lot of other things, as well as getting an experience of what it means to be empowered. We have different categories of tickets. We have a tickets going for like 2,000. We have VIP going for 8,000. And we have group tickets, so everybody or even corporates are invited to come and participate.
That is the Capital FM Drive in Kenya with Martin, and they're sitting down with the organizers of the Proud of My Culture event, which is something that we cannot stop emphasizing as Africans and as Kenya, also just reinstilling those values and the heritage of being Kenyan, of just being a country folk of your land. So that's, I think, a pretty cool initiative. I hope we get to see footage of what went down and just a little bit more of the Kenyan culture. Africa, we are one. Yay. Let's move along to London and see what they're doing down in studio.
Got 10 seconds to pull as many wipes out there in one chain as possible.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, it turns out it's not that hard. Oh, there's loads. We're going to do so much cleaning after this. Oh, God. Going to clean this.
Yeah. How many seconds left?
Easy. She's bringing it. There's 7 seconds left. 6 seconds left.
6 seconds?
Oh, there we go. She's broken the chain. The chain broke. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. I'd say that he started before. It broke really early on. Go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm doing well, guys. She is doing well, actually.
She's doing well. It's still going.
Really well.
How many seconds?
Oh, they're so
How many seconds?
They're so soggy. 1, and that's it.
Vic, you're in first place. You got gold. Katie, you got second. Congratulations.
That is exactly what you get up to in studio. I promise you. If you wonder what it's like being in a radio station, in a radio environment, that's exactly what you get up to. It's so much fun. It's so entertaining. That is BBC Radio 1 with Jamie, Vic, and Katie. And I think it pretty much wraps up the show for today, man. See you again next week, same time, same place. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It is Finally Famous TV. We're also available on Spotify, on Finally Famous Entertainment, across all social media platforms at Finally Famous SA. See you next week.